Hi guys, it's Dani, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I fill in my brows. And I love filling in my brows. It's one of my favorite things to do when I do my makeup, and I think it just really frames the face and it just really pulls the look together. And I personally love thick brows. I think bold, big brows is so gorgeous and I'm obsessed. So if you guys want to know how I fill in my brows, then please keep on watching. So the very first thing that I do to my brows is I brush them out with a spoolie, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. So first I like to brush all my hairs up. Then I go back in and brush them all back down into place. Now the next step would be to take some tweezers and pluck away any unwanted hairs. And these ones are by Revlon, and I got these at Target. And since I just waxed my brows, I don't really have too much to pluck. So now it's time to actually fill in my brows. So to fill them in, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade, and I'm in the shade Dark Brown. And this pomade is perfect for brows. A little definitely goes a long way, so this will literally last me forever. And to apply the pomade, I use this amazing brush that I showed you guys earlier. It's the number 12 brush from Anastasia, and I love this brush. It's literally like the perfect brush for brows because it has a spoolie on one end, and on the other end it's really thin angled synthetic brush, which works so good with the pomade. So I'm just getting a little bit of the pomade on the brush, and then I'm wiping any excess on the sides of the jar because, like I said, a little goes a long way with this pomade. So I like to start at the bottom of my brow, and I draw a line from the front part of my brow all the way to the center. Then following my arch, I draw a line from the middle part of my brow to the end. And when you're done creating the tail of your brow, take your brush and always double check to make sure that the tail of your brow and the end of your eye align equally, because you don't want your brow to be longer or shorter than your eye. And if you do naturally have shorter brows, you can just extend your tail a little bit longer, then take your brush and just angle it towards your eye to make sure that they align. Then using a really light hand, I'm going to fill in the brow using really soft strokes. And then I turn my brush sideways to fill in the front part of my brow. Then I'm going back in with the spoolie to soften up my brows. If you ever feel like you did your brows too dark, you can always use your spoolie to go back in and blend everything out. When I used the spoolie, it distributed some of the product from my brow into the front part of my brow and really filled it in. So that's what I like doing because I feel like it looks a little bit more natural. So here is my filled in brow, and now I'm going to fill in this one. And the very last thing that I do to my brows is I set them in place with a brow gel. So the one that I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, and I love this. It really keeps my brows in place and it keeps them looking really nice and tamed. So that's my completed brow routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys learned something new or learned about a new product that you might want to add into your routine. And remember, when you're doing your brows, that your eyebrows are sisters, they are not twins. I know when I used to do my brows, I would get really frustrated when one would look more fierce than the other. So just remember that your brows are sisters, so they will never ever look the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye!